Hey dear, Zoomzy here and welcome to my channel, whether you are new or returning, and I am so excited today to be taking part in the Composite Creatures by Caroline Hardaker book tour. And if you're wondering what on earth is Composite Creatures about, don't worry, I got you. I will give you the lowdown, let you know what's the dealio about this book with a non-spoiler review. But first, so that we're all on the same page, I'll give you a brief synopsis. This book takes place in a version of Earth where the soil has become toxic and has killed off virtually all the animals, and it centers around a woman named Norah who is offered a chance at living a longer life by this corporation, and it's sort of this experimental program, and she's matched with this partner named Arthur, and together they are given this weird lab-created chimera-like creature to raise. And as she's trying to find happiness in her new odd little family, she can't help shake the feeling that something isn't right here, and that maybe she signed up more than she bargained for. Alright, this is an interesting little book. I think I could best describe it as a slow burn domestic thriller with an undercurrent of sci-fi and dystopian elements. And it's basically, to me, the love child of Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro and born by Jeff Vandermeer. And if you know anything about me, like anything that reminds me of Jeff Vandermeer is an instant love for me. And this book, I don't want to get into too many details because the focus is Composite Creatures, but this also involves a biotech company and a couple raising this strange, sentient, blobby creature. So that's where the comparison reminds me of in regards to Never Let Me Go. Very stylistically, Composite Creatures gives me Ishiguro vibes. Like, this is a very introspective, intimate family portrait. It is a character study. We are very much in Norah's head, and it's basically her talking from the future and looking back and reflecting on her relationship with Arthur, the arrival of the creature who she names Nut, and she's also grieving and processing the death of her mother. So this is very much a character-oriented book, which is going to sit well with some people. For people who are looking for like an action, high-octane, pew-pew-pew, guns a-blazing dystopian, this might not be your cup of tea. But if you're looking for emotions and the relationship between people and what it's like to live a longer life than you're expecting and to outlive your friends and deal with hard moral consequences, I think you're going to enjoy this book. And yeah, this book delves into interesting themes. I don't want to get too much into it, but basically, I feel like Norah's withholding information from us, which we find out towards the end, but she doles out information, so it's a slow, winding mystery where you like, okay, that's a red flag right there. Like, if you look in this book, well, technically I did yellow flags, but I was like marking like little clues and hints. So we're not given information about the world right away. It's slowly like integrated into the story. And one thing I will say, because it's from Norah's window, I feel like we don't get all parts of the world explained. Like, there's something called the grain, which I can only surmise as being poison-related cancer or sickness from the toxic soil. So some parts aren't explained, but we are very much in Norah's head, and I grew really, really attached to Nut because, as Caroline, the author, explained in the back afterward, that she based Nut off of her own cat Juno. So Nut, even though we don't have a full idea, it's kind of left to the reader's imagination what Nut looks like, but Nut acts like a cat. So I fell in love with Nut, and I just was immersed in these characters. I grew attached to these characters, especially Nut, and throughout, like, I could tell that Norah was filled with regret. So I was bracing myself for something bad, but still, the final pages devastated me. And it's a very haunting ending. So if you want like a slowly unwinding book that has a big payoff and revelations, I think you'll enjoy this little book called Composite Creatures by Caroline Hardaker. And thank you so much, Angry Robot Books, for giving me the opportunity to take part in this tour and to talk about this book. And I'm so excited to share it with you guys because I love picking unique books and reading unique books that take chances and that are unusual, because I am all about the weird here. But if you have any recommendations for dystopians, let me know down below in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side. See ya!